What's up, guys? I'm back with another video. This video is about my absence, and I want to talk a little bit about that. If you're running across my video, if you enjoy the video, if you decide to watch it, please subscribe and like the video if you find it valuable, and yeah, share it if you think it needs to be shared. So with that being said, I feel good about, being back on YouTube. I needed to take a break for a while to take care of myself mentally. I was really stressed out with things that was going on in my personal life, and I really couldn't find a balance. When I first started out on YouTube, I thought it would be the perfect time to get on, and I felt pretty confident at the time. I started making different videos, personal videos, and self-care videos. And I think for a beginner, some of the videos did pretty well. And after a while, I became discouraged, and I really started second guessing myself. I started doubting myself. I started to think that I really didn't have anything of value to give to, my viewers or give to my subscribers. I did not think I had, enough information to offer. And that's because I was really comparing myself to other YouTubers and listening to what they had to offer, because a lot of YouTubers touch on some very important topics, and little old me, I'm over here just telling you how to wash your face and telling you what my addictions are and stuff. And at some point in time, I really wanted to get personal and share some of my life experiences with you all, so you could really get to know me and the ups and downs that I go through and how I think. But I started listening to the opinions of other people who are in my life telling me that it wasn't such a good idea, And I took that and I ran with it, but the passion never went away, So just to kind of give you the backstory, 4 years ago, I lost my father, and I'm still learning how to live without him, and trying to understand how to get to know me when a part of me is gone, who I am without my father. Along with going through the process of loaning and missing my father and grieving, if you will, I had other challenges, a lot of trauma, a lot of drama, and financial instability, and a lot of chaos. So in order to kind of handle what I was going through, I needed to find some balance. I needed to be strong so I can get through it. And I couldn't be putting on this persona to you guys, trying to make it seem like everything is good. It's not. And it's still hard for me. But I knew that in order for me to get comfortable enough to come back on here, I would have to build up my confidence and make some changes and really be authentic about my story. So I'm just going to look in my diary here and kind of touch on some topics here. So yeah, you know, when I make videos, I don't really go back and watch sorry guys, my dog is barking because we have boars hiding in the woods. They came into my yard and dug up most of my yard, and I have my dog in the front garden, so they can stay out of my yard, you know, wild hogs, basically. And, yeah, going back to what I was saying, one thing for me, I would say, I struggled with completing goals. I was very depressed and still is depressed, but I was very much more depressed than what I am now. It was hard for me to complete my goals, but I had to find motivation and encouragement to push me to complete my goals. And once I was able to reach a milestone, that gave me more ambition and more confidence, and then I would go and try to reach another goal. And so, but even though I was, you know, reaching goals and trying to build up myself, you know, I still struggled with mental illness. Became overwhelmed very fast. And now I do not try to put too much on myself. I stopped working a 9-to-5 job because of the circumstance that I'm in. And when I say that, I mean like my son had a hard time in school. He has autistic characteristics and signs, and so I had to take him out of school and become a homeschool mother. Now I do have other sources of income, but you know, it's not that much, right? But I just decided that my son really needed me, and he needed me to help him, and he just needed me more, you know. So before, you know, I was a career type mother. I would try to find a way to get more money and find lucrative opportunities and build up my career and all that kind of stuff. But when my father passed away, all that went out the window. And I felt like I became lost. It's like I'm relearning myself. It's like, I don't know, like I'm just existing, but I'm trying to stay focused and stay busy and find another way to build something that I'm passionate about. So going through the challenges, the storm, I can say that I'm better now than I was before. Before I was in a very dark place. I did not have any emotions regarding people or things. I was just like, I felt soulless, you know. And on top of that, after my father passed away, I began to eat a lot of food. So moving from where I lived, I had a job, I had, savings, and this was during COVID. Everything was good. I was saving money, and I was working from home, and, my child was with me, and, everything was good in my household. But then that shift happened, everything just changed. It felt like a dream. It felt surreal, but it felt like what people describe today as a spiritual awakening. I don't really know if that's real or not, but I read up on it, and it feels like that because I did have some dreams before my father passed away that the world was coming to an end, and it was I had dreams about, my father too as well, and I had questions about those dreams, but I didn't think of it too much. And then next thing you know, my whole life changed, like I didn't keep my job. I lost my job. Even when we transitioned and moved here to my father's home, like I couldn't keep that job because I had ACDEFGHIJKLMNOP to take care of, paperwork. My father was a hoarder, so his house was cluttered. We had our stuff too. And I had a breaking point. Like, when I tell you I became so overwhelmed moving here, it was so much junk. And I'm a minimalist. I like to think of myself as a minimalist. I like to have space. I like things to be organized because I feel like I can think better and I can focus. Like I could be my best self when my space is clean, But it was so hard for me because I was the only one really doing the work, that I became overwhelmed and I started throwing shit away. And when I tell you I started throwing shit away, I forgot the term that is used for something like this, but it's an individual who's considered a minimalist, and like when they have so much clutter, they just have these moments where they just spaz out and start throwing shit away, even if it's valuable. That's me right there. Let me tell you guys, my father had some collapsed drawers in one of his bedrooms that he didn't put back together and put back, whether it was in the kitchen or the bathrooms, what I'm talking about, the drawers that you use every day in your home. They came apart and he didn't put it together. Well, by that time I was here and had already been overwhelmed because of the clutter, and I just threw all them drawers away. So if I ever do any cleaning videos, you guys will see some missing drawers, and if you ever watch this video, you will remember what happened. I haven't found a solution for that yet where I am, so I may have to look up some YouTube videos on how to find a solution for that. But other than that, I had to hire attorneys to fight for my right as my father's daughter, and it was just people trying to steal and say that this is not yours, this doesn't belong to you, and I think this is really a testimony for me, because I had to decide who I was going to become in the midst of this storm. I had to say, hey, there's another side of me that I don't like to show people, especially my family, because I love and care about them. And at that moment, I had to put my foot down because, you know, when you lose a loved one, you don't give a shit about nothing else, really. You just don't care. And really, you know, you might end up having this, you know, anger might come over you, or you might have or you may gain the strength to fight against anything that comes up against you. And that's what happened to me. My father drowned, and I was there throughout the time he was missing. He was determined to be missing at first before we found him. But I was there throughout the whole way. It took 5 days. I left my job and I stayed up on the lake, and I reserved a room until we found my dad. So I had, you know, I mean, everybody turned against me, and my family, everybody turned against me. It was like, I felt like I had nobody that I really could trust. And I really had to pick on, I had to put on my, you know, big woman shoes. You know, I had to become a, you know, a strong woman, you know. So I went to court. I fought for what belonged to me. I fought for everything that I knew I deserved, and I'm here now, and I've won and I've lost some battles, but I'm still here. I'm alive, and I'm still making goals. I'm still trying to push forward and take care of myself. I say right now, I'm just trying to get the best help for my mental illness. Yes, I do talk, you know, intelligently, as my doctor would put it. But I don't know what it is about mental health doctors, but they always want to, you know, give you low dose medication, or maybe they don't take you serious. But it's like, I wasn't taking medication before, and I was angry, and I'm still angry. I mean, I have a temper. It's easy to tick me off, but that's not who I am, you know. I'm a bubbly person. I love people, you know, and I'm good to people. I have a kind heart, but I am also the person not to F with. But anywho, I didn't come on here to, you know, get you guys to feel bad for me, but I know it's time for me to be honest about what's really going on in my life. And I want to be on YouTube and make videos consistently. And that's something that I want to do for myself. I'm actually on YouTube to prove something to myself. And I'm trying to prove to myself that I am consistent, and I'm disciplined, and I'm devoted to my passion. All of my content won't be the same. I'm an individual with multiple personalities, and I want to be able to have content based on different topics, and it's not going to always be self-care. It's not going to always be about, I don't know, fashion, food. It may just be about my life experiences, because I feel that real people out there who really like to learn and hear what other people go out through, because we humans, the real people out there realistically really find value in listening to other people's story. I mean, I still do. I like to listen to what other people go through, because it's empowering. You know, it's inspirational, you know. All right, so the purpose of my channel, I'm up here looking through my diary, guys, and just kind of trying to stay on topic, so I don't keep you that long. But the purpose of my channel is to inspire those who are like me, those who have been forgotten, excuse me, I'm trying not to get emotional, those who are trying to find a reason to live every day, those who are down and can't find a way up, those who need a little bit of encouragement. I like to think of myself as a warrior, because most of my life I had to fight, and I'm not trying to quote that off of that movie, please, but it came out like that. But that is really my truth. Like, I had to fight, and I'm still fighting, and I really believe that I'm the type of person, I defend people who can't speak up for themselves, or who's too afraid to speak up for themselves. Like, I know that I'm a warrior. You know, I don't know who I used to be in my past life, but I really feel like that's who I am. So, my purpose for this channel is to also give good advice on how to take care of yourself, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and also to, you know, share some laughs, share my ups and downs, you know, just be very relatable. So with that being said, I'm gonna say that this journey so far, after losing my father, I'm trying to, I think I'm struggling with identity, I would say. I'm still trying to learn myself in the process, but hey, if you never lost a parent, and you may not understand what I mean, but when you lose somebody you truly love, you lose a part of yourself, and you will feel like you're alone. You're going to feel like you're alone, and you're going to have to find a way to relearn yourself again and understand who you are without that loved one being a big influence on who you are. So, I know this video is not going to be scripted. I mean, it's not going to be edited, because I just want to put something out there. I feel like I owe that to my subscribers out of love. I'm just saying. But I certainly hope that, you know, this video was something that, you know, you could take and say, well, hey, I understand she's going through something, and that she's coming back. And I am going to continue making videos. I can't say that I'm going to be consistent, because that's one of the struggles that I have, that I'm working on, in every aspect of my life. But I'm going to do what I can. And yeah, please tune in, and I hope you all are doing well. Have a good night.